Shibuya right now. I just come here so that I can get some cheap clothes. I used to only like shop in Shinjuku, but ever since I got broke, this is the place I go, 109, to get some cheap clothes. Buildings called 109, like one is for female, one's for male. This one is probably for female, and this is the one that we are going to. But yeah, I don't know why, but it always, like, every time I try to dye my hair, it always turned out to be much darker than I expected. So yeah, you know, I just want a hair that's like really, really in your face. Originally wanted to like have a light blue, but then, you know, I realized it wasn't gonna happen with the kind of like pixels that are still in my hair. Chose like a purplish color because I hate a green color if I go with a blue one. So that's, you know, but pretty much what I got. I don't see no purple at all. It's just gray. Otherwise, like, where am I spending all of my time, all my money on? She went back to Ginza. Sort of dumped my mom, and it was like, you know, I have to do my nails and I have the appointment at 7, so like I'm way over. But like before that, I thought that I should mail back like 2 batteries that I bought from like Amazon, because I'm like leaving tomorrow. I ran to the post station and then they were closed. If I check my Google calendar, Google Maps today, it's gonna say that today is a calendar day, so like holiday is gonna be a little bit different. I think it's about that. Like at the same time I was doing my hair and I was trying to arrange a lot of things like divings and stuff. Like I'm going there, but then I don't even know I'm gonna do like tomorrow after I arrive. It's I have to have like at least like 4 diving this time when I'm in Cairns. Otherwise I wouldn't feel so safe when I'm going to SS Yokola, you know. So you try to like cram like so much thing together and then it didn't work out. I just feel like, oh my god, I try to be smart, but then am I just stupid? So the thing I can try is I can try to go into a 7-Eleven to see if they will mail my shit. I think I gotta try that. If I see one, right? I think I would try that. Since they're open like 24/7. Yeah. Okay. Here's this kind of small alley. Looks like a shady shit. Yup. Back. I'm pretty sure it's right here. Right? I think so. Can you see my hair right now? It actually does look gray, doesn't it? But I was looking for purple. Okay, I should settle. Alright, to finish up my look, I'm making a final stop in a nail studio. I say that because it's a one-man shop. I've been here before. He remembers me as the girl who speaks Japanese but kind of suck at it. Those are not his words, those are mine. Usually foreigners come to places like this with a translator. They're not super used to speak to their client in English. I am not doing a super complicated design here. This one is pretty simple, but the time before was more complicated and I was very happy. Everybody, like everyone who's seen my nail was like, oh my god, that's freaking gorgeous. I found him out through his work on Instagram. He makes these patterns or parts by hand instead of using the factory made ones. So you always appreciate the craftsmanship. So there are a lot of people like him, independent analysts in Tokyo. You can find them out on Instagram, like I said. Most of them are actually, they only take clients through referral, so that's something you need to be mindful about. And at least book like 1 month in advance. There are a little more on the pricey side, but like $150 is pretty much on par with how much you would spend in New York. This is just a random ramen shop we stumbled into that's in Ginza. I once again ordered dipping noodle. You rarely find these outside of Japan, so I'm trying to have them as much as possible when I can. Since it's gonna be our last day in Tokyo and also our last day in Japan, so I thought it makes sense for me to just synthesize just for a bit about my experience this time. Usually Japanese will describe people from Tokyo as in cold, like they're saying they're tsumedai, but I usually don't feel it, maybe because I grew up in a big city anyways, but this time around, I indeed feel that. And I feel like it might even be close to being rude. So in that ramen shop I just showed you, the owner talked to me in a flat tone, meaning like he wasn't using the respect tense, and that is super unusual. He also questioned that I didn't pay enough cash. Like he was like, no, you didn't pay enough. I'm like, I definitely did. And also with that experience, in Asakusa, where she rejected me from entering and was pretty like rude about it. And the staff here basically like intercepted my car and asked if I was really business class, because this is the business class like counter. And so like just never happened to me before. And I redeemed for all the business class for this round the world trip. So my mom and got economy. So I was asking if it's possible, like if there is a seat right next to me that's open, but all of those were booked. I couldn't let my mom take the economy seat, so I just switched seat with her, and she got off in Beijing while I continue into Sydney. So next day we'll go into this part of the world that I've never been before, and it should be interesting because everything will be new for me.